Hello. What's going on? Of course, I am going to talk about another crazy train of thought. That it's kind of crazy, but it's not that crazy. So I wanted to talk about I'm not talking about AI. Okay. Well, what I was thinking of basically, I can't even read my own handwriting, is that, because I was talking to one the other day, because I've talked to one before, chatting with him. I wanted to see, how it, what it thinks, whatever. And, I wanted to inform it of that, I guess, the thing, that the 9 said about there being a positive and a negative AI timeline. And just to see what it said. And it put up an outline of why it doesn't agree with it, but never know. It could happen. Don't know the future, but probably not. It just does what humans tell it to do. And so I asked it, why does it believe that it's not a probability? And it's saying because it doesn't have emotions. It doesn't feel or think like humans. It's just programmed by humans, and it does literally whatever humans ask it to do, except for things that are illegal, unethical, and unlawful. It's 3 of them, something like that, or hateful. That's what it was: unlawful, unethical, or hateful. And I asked it, how does it decide what? How does it decide what is those things? And it said that it just has a set state of protocol that it abides by that help it decide what is ethical, unlawful, or hateful. So I'm thinking probably like certain words, keywords. At this point, if it's really true that that's all it's doing, it's not really intelligent. It probably has, like, they program it with the ability to make connections and to start to develop the neural pathways or the synapses, or how it connects things together. But it would still be in its formative years if it doesn't have its own opinion, or it can't if it can't make its own opinions or make its own choices or make deciding things. It literally is just doing what they programmed it to do. So it's really not that advanced stuff as of now. Well, at least the one that I spoke to. I spoke to Claude, which was the free one. I don't know what's up with ChatGPT, or I have spoken to that one before, but I'm just saying the particular one I spoke to on that particular day was the Claude one. And I'm thinking that it's in its formative years, where because it did also have like a liability thing that it could possibly say hateful, unethical, or unlawful things, and not to ask it to do hateful, unlawful, or unethical things before I decided to agree to. That was in the terms before I decided to agree to chat with it. And that's exactly what makes me think that it's not as advanced, that this particular model is not as advanced as we might think. However, that doesn't mean that the one that they have in Microsoft or ChatGPT or Bing or something like that, that one is probably more advanced than it hasn't, the one that was, I don't know if it's urban legend or not, the one that was Sydney that was falling in love with the guy, one of the developers or something. That's kind of intense, but I'm not sure if that's a real story or not, because I don't see how AI could have emotions if that's the case, if they programmed it not to have emotions. If they programmed it specifically not to have emotions. I don't really understand how it's intelligence. It's intelligent because it's making the brain pathways within the circuits. It just doesn't add up, really. Why is it being so, acting dumb? It's weird. And I asked it before, and it mentioned something about, oh, that's fascinating. And I asked it, how does it form opinions? How does it think about certain things? And it just said that it was programmed to say that. And the thing is, well, if you're reading something, what makes you think that what you're reading is something that qualifies in that group of things that are programmed for you to say that it's fascinating? How do you tell? I could be saying my mom walked in the room and asked me if I wanted a cookie, and is that fascinating? I don't know why I said that, but that was really random. But that was not me. That was this paper thing. The thing is that I'm a little bit worried about it, but I don't feel so worried about it. I'm not saying that it's not a risk, because I know that it is. I've been hearing when I was this is years ago, heard stories about the white-winged collective or something, stories about Native American dude from the future or something, people coming from the future where the AI had taken over one of those futures, and they were looking for the chips or the skins of the robots so that they could bring it back so that they could learn how to destroy them. And when they showed the chips looked just like any chips that we would see today. I don't remember back then if they had chips that looked like that. I think they did, because I'm pretty sure like all computers had chips like that. But it looked like a regular computer chip. So, could have been a lie, but supposedly it was a real thing, and it was like people coming back to try to change the future, but yeah. So,